Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome back to Dakar Desert Rally. This is episode number 9. Let me get this one out of the way here just briefly before we get into this. There's not going to be too many more episodes, I can tell, of this series. I'm enjoying this. It's a fun game, but as commented on, it's a bit of an arcade style and not an authentic simulator, and I think that lowers the interest level a bit in it. I think this is a game that has made a ton of progress, but there isn't going to be a whole lot more. But while I'm enjoying it and I have some time, I'm going to get some recording done. Unfortunately, I'm going on vacation here real soon, and time is of the essence at the moment. But I'll get a few more episodes in anyway, and play a little more of this, and maybe later on I'll get a chance to pick it up again. From what I heard, there has been an update and there are some additional vehicles that have been added to the game. Let's see if that's true or if I have access to them. Next quad on the list is Kubiena's quad. The current quad that we have is a 3842. This one has better top speed at a 4, but the acceleration is a little bit lower, so there is absolutely a trade-off on how this is set up, and we'll see how we do with the new quad. Next event, it's a new one we haven't been to yet, is Alwash 2020. 3 stages, 387 kilometers. It is definitely a longer one, and in particular on the quad. Stage 1 is a third sand, 2/3 soil. Stage 1 has 37 checkpoints, 114 kilometers, and 3 speed zones that we're going to have to navigate. Let's go ahead and get to the racing. And we are racing. It says to follow the traces here at the start, so that is our initial heading, and we've already spun out. Really? On the traces, we just spun out. Yeah, waypoint validated. Now we're leaving the trail. 16. There we go. And then heading to a 46 heading. It's this way. Hard left. Got 332. I'm assuming here shortly. Yes. I'm not liking the lack of acceleration in this quad. Wow. Yeah, the acceleration is so bad in this. 348. I am missing the other quad at the moment. This one might have more top speed. It's going to make up time in key places, but... Right-hander? Braking works better on this quad than the last one. At least there's that. We will be taking a left-hander off the trail at some stage. It's not really telling me when or where, but we are approaching Sector 9, and I seem to be off pace so far, as the one behind me, Enrico, is already closing in. It's this way. Saw the trail and the waypoint collectively at the same point. It's that acceleration biting just again and again and again. It's just doesn't quite have it. Our first speed zone is coming up here rather soon. Got a long ways to go. Wow, yeah, look at this. We're down to first gear. I'm trying to climb this thing. It's ridiculous. I'm stuck in between first and second gear and can't build any momentum over the top of this hill. Yikes. This thing is monumentally slow. Okay, we are approaching the speed zone, probably right down here at the bottom. 1.4K. Right now we're keeping Enrico at bay. I would imagine we're about to pass the waypoint. No? We've passed it. I was right on the heading, but I'm guessing it's Whoa, come on. And this thing has no in the sand. There it is. Ugh, we just missed the waypoint by a few meters. Trying to keep some momentum this time to help with the hill, and it certainly helped, but geez, this thing is ridiculous on how the rate of the loss of power we find. We need to leave the trail quickly and easily enough. We've opened up a little bit of a gap on Enrico again, but you can see Andahar back there also starting to close in on us. Okay, 21. The hill here. Hills are my enemy, and it's really the pace. It's my pace killer, is these hills. Okay, back onto the traces for a while yet. This is where we should have a speed advantage, be able to pull away from these guys if this thing could not lose control so damn easy. You're just going straight. It's the sand that's doing it, but it spins out so absurdly easy. And here comes another hill. We're going to try to take some of the... Hello, we are catching a bike, looks like. Still on the traces. That's the first time I've seen another classification out here on the course. He's going awfully slow. Still following traces. What are we doing on markers? We are coming up on our double set of road markers. Huge gap between 33 and then heading to 30. Alright, we're out. Speed back up. Take those overly cautious because, you know, massive penalties. Massive penalties. I'd rather lose 10 seconds, 15 seconds than get penalized by 4 minutes. Better top speed than this guy, but it's a little drier out here than sandy. Stupid hill. Now we were supposed to... Were we supposed to leave the rocks? No, we're good. We're good. We're still on traces. I think we could have shortcut that one back there, but we're back on the traces anyway. On the right. No, left. Ease off the gas just a little bit. I'm learning this quad and how touchy the rear end is in the sand. I'm going to be following to the left here shortly. That should be right here. Yep. Joining in with another trail. We have no more speed checks, and we are catching another vehicle of another type. And this is an actual four-wheeled vehicle of some kind. SXS or a car. It's hard to tell with the dust cloud. No speed checks through here. We're okay. Continuing straight. Still following traces. Careful about not hitting this guy in the rear end. There we go. Oh, it's a truck. It's a truck. We've caught a truck. Yeah, making very good time and really pulled away. Enrico's been passed by Andahar. Andahar is now the closer one. Slowing down. Glad I did. I saw that the course was changing, even though... Okay, we should be coming up on... Yep, there you go. Coming up on it. And then 241 next. That's another left. And we are almost to the end of the stage. Making good time. We are right, joining the trail as we emerge. And we're joining the trail. And straight on to the finish. So full speed from here. Oh, second. 15:09. Not a win. I thought we might have had it, but I knew there was guys on the radar not too far behind. Andahar, okay, just a matter of seconds. We're 15 seconds behind Andahar, and then massively ahead of everybody else. Enrico, 4 minutes down, and lots of penalties. He's 13 minutes behind. That's a good first one. We've got a huge gap to third and beyond, and we are just seconds off the lead. It's actually almost the perfect place that you want to be going out, because then you're following a guy. If you close him in, you know you're doing well and beating him. I'm going to go ahead and lower the tire pressure just a little bit. It was up at 31 psi. Lowering it's going to take just a little bit of top speed off, but it's going to give me more grip. This thing was really bad on the grip, on the top speed. We're not spending that long at top speed, especially with our hills issues. 57 pages of notes with speed sectors in a whole group of 25 through 29 in the page notes, and then again at 49 near the end. Overall 40 waypoints on this one with 130 kilometers. I like that we're getting to chase Andahar. You can see he's crossing right at number 7. We'll see where we're at in comparison to the one behind us when the time comes. Now we follow the path, and already I said I wanted to improve the grip, and the grip did not improve at all. Jeez. Cutting down the PSI seems to have made no difference so far. I'm going to have to drive the same way I did the second half on that other one. Main thing is getting out of it a little bit when you are trying to corner. Take the elevation change out of it just a little bit. There you go. This is a bad stretch for us because of the circumstances. Continuing on here, following the traces. And again, not liking this quad. Really not liking this quad. We're losing a lot of ground on Andahar at the moment. .227, and we've definitely lost some ground. You can see Capetti was well on his way by the time we hit that checkpoint at 7, and we need to start taking this thing sideways, get some momentum. Going straight up the hill, not working. Are we? I guess that's why we're not following traces. We're straight on. Yeah, okay, that was good. 235, but it says follow traces through here. Got a ways to go to the next one. Long ways to go, and this is all follow traces, so running where we can. Straighten things out a little bit. Keep speed up a bit. Spike is quad. This quad is terrible. I do not like this quad at all. Okay, after this we will leave the traces as we spin around, going straight. At least keeping our gap over Capetti since before, and how poorly things were going. Wait, did I need to go left there? Am I going the wrong way? We'll find out in a second. There's a checkpoint coming up here momentarily. Yes. Okay, we're good. This is the left. right-hander, curved area. Okay, here we go again. Oh, save it to not have it save. Because it got in some loose stuff right there where we got out of the woods. I do have the helicopter following me, so maybe I'm ahead on time compared to Andahar if he picked up some penalties of some sort. I think the helicopter is usually following the overall leader, even though he's still first position out on track. Penalty-wise, he might have picked up something. Okay, we're going to have a big left-hander involving leaving the track here after we finish this area. And it's right there. So far, so good. Besides that long uphill section that started since that time, we've done well. But I don't think we've really pulled away from Capeti or really come up on Andahar at all, because he's still ahead of us quite a ways. And we have a huge gap over everybody else. Andahar is the one we're racing now over these 3 stages. Following the trail. Are we though? Doesn't really say that I should be following the trail, but it hasn't given me any indication to leave. But we are coming up on some speed zones. Careful on the acceleration at the moment. Definitely not going flat out through this. I could have an easy time having a problem. 267. Actually had to brake there a little bit. I did not look ahead enough. I was focused on the task at hand, the driving. 286 is the next one. I'm not making the best time through here, but I'm definitely not making bad time. Petty has caught up to me through all of that. 325, follow traces. All of this is follow traces. And I see traffic up ahead. We're catching another series again. But I'm not catching Andahar. And ultimately I'm being caught by Petty, so my pace has not been as good this time. Still in the follow traces area. A lot of undulation here. This could get tricky. Still follow traces. Joining the road ahead, following those guys. There's some good pace all of a sudden. And we have a speed check coming up shortly. I can see the buildings up ahead. I'm going to naturally slow down. Not quite naturally. Top speed at the moment, helping. Staying to the right here. Hopefully I don't hit anything while I pass this guy. We got around him. Ooh, there's another. Man, all sorts of traffic. Already 2 vehicles passed and a third. Kind of hanging to the right here so I can see a little bit, but it's also keeping me out of the loose stuff a little bit better. Still following traces. Passed once again though. Might have to weave up here. There we go. Braking, braking, turning, braking. Oh, hello bike. That's gonna be a 30-second pit. I lost a wheel. I lost a wheel. I lost both front wheels. We're gonna have to take the penalties. No. Wheels, 8 minutes of penalties? No. We are almost to the finish. I'm gonna try to go without it. But yes, repairs! Hello. Where was that before? Why didn't I notice it before? We seem to be handling okay. No, okay. There was the expected lack of control. I broke early, and it still did nothing. Alright. I needed to brake much earlier than I did. We're actually even seeing the next competitor behind after we reset there. For now, it's just a 30-second penalty, and we're going to try to get to the end and fix this in the bivouac. We're almost to the end. Never mind 23 minutes of repairs, never mind 8 minutes on the wheels themselves. Let's get to the end and fix it. You can. It's not handling that bad, and there's the finish. Third on the day. That was to be expected. I was hoping for penalties with others to help us out. We were only 4th quickest. Similar time to Capetti and Wisniewski. But Wisniewski adds the penalties. I have the 30-second penalty, and that put me just behind. I was only 3 seconds slower than Capetti. So I actually did manage to almost keep him at bay. Unfortunately, Andahar, no penalties, no repairs, and significantly quicker. He's going to have a healthy lead heading into the final stage. Looks like we might be headed for 2nd overall. We've got a 7-minute advantage over Capetti, and we are 5 minutes just about behind Andahar. At 143 kilometers with 53 waypoints, this last one, 143, did I say 143? This last one's the longest, most waypoints, but still just 3 speed zones that we're going to have to worry about, so it's not that bad on that part, but this one's going to go on for a long ways. A lot of tight chicanes here, which this quad's not built for. I think we're definitely headed for 2nd place unless Andahar has a disaster of a round. I just about had one there in the 2nd stage, but we got through that okay without penalty, without having too much fuss, but I did lose a little time, and really, Capetti, I would have had him beat on the stage had I not had that incident, because we were only a few seconds slower, plus the 30-second penalty. But I'm not sure I could beat Andahar unless he makes some mistakes. And away we go. No trace notes early on, but it's also no heading, so I think we are following the road for a while here to start this one. And Capetti is well up the road already. For this particular quad. Other courses, this one would have a real advantage, but not here. That's a real advantage right now, at this moment, but it's not a lasting advantage. This is way more undulation than we've seen in any of the others. Whoa! I got airborne, and then, oh no, this is a problem. This is a problem. There we go. Over here, now get a 2. I'm not keeping my heading very well, but this is so damn steep. There you go. Bad as this quad is on these hills, I'm definitely taking more of the bite out of the elevation changes as much as I can. We're going to take the right when we rejoin here in a moment. And now we follow traces. Good so far. Wisniewski barely in sight, but we do not see Capetti. Which way to go? Which way to go? Left, left, left. Let's go. Whoa! I hit a stick! Hit a stick and nearly slammed into the rocks. That was a close call. Not much longer down to the first speed zone. Still on traces. We're going to make a right-hander off the trail here shortly. Should have really kept going. I was worried about what was going to come down the other side. So I did let off a little bit near the top there. Didn't lose it this time, but that was close. Okay, we're holding Wisniewski at bay here, but Copetti, yeah, I don't know. I think we're making good time, but not the greatest time. Rejoining of the tracks, we'll have a 343 right-hander coming up in the not too distant future as we're about to go through checkpoint for 29. Got that one just barely in time before that rock. Really nasty. Taking it slow and we still spun. It wasn't updating. I didn't see that rock at all. Ugh. Not gonna roll around like that. You don't even see that rock from right next to it. That was really bad of lack of vision that the game gave me there. But could just be my really bad vision. That was the first time I've ever committed to repairs, and that was 5 minutes worth of repairs for one wheel. That's rough. We had a long ways to go on the longest stage, and I'm not beating Handahar anyway, but now that's given Copetti a chance. Wisniewski's also caught up a fair bit to me. And we are catching somebody. I'm glad we did, because otherwise I would not have seen what he was up to here. I would have overshot this turn big time. Some momentum up the hill, but some left, right. Spurs action there. Hurting us. No momentum right now. Flatten this out, then we'll catch up to that guy. Comes Wisniewski. He's gaining on me. And this is just rough. And this is the kind of terrain that was about to do that. Man, I was just given the lead up to say that it's about to do that. Again, here we go, here we go, here we go. Drove out of that one. Kept up momentum as best I could. Very much in the weave state now. Oh gosh, I can't get up. I can't get up. No traction. No traction. Oh, it shifted. Shifting wasn't good, but there we go. We got over. Which way to go? Which way to go? Left? Are we taking up a left? Oh, down there we're taking the left. So braking, braking, braking. Waypoint. Now the left. Still ahead of Wisniewski. Another big right-hander coming up shortly. Probably in a moment. Or this moment. Yep, there it is. Distracted by the road, not the left-hander that I was about to make. Bad time for the real-life sun to start shining through my window and making life difficult. Staying on this trail. Finally, the car that I had in sight before, finally closing in again, and have pulled away from Wisniewski a bit. There's 3 of them at least up here. I'm following the crowd, but I can't see right now, so that's not a good thing. There's a bike and a truck all traveling slowly together. Make sure I hit the waypoint, as I saw he was rejoining traces. It's always better to hit it earlier than later. Didn't see that. We had that. I think we made it okay. Yeah, no penalty. That was close. Okay, no penalty there. We were just under the 90. Straight on. And the leave continues. And just as the sun comes in my eyes in real life, it comes in my eyes in the game as well. Right. And then left here in a moment. Come to the end. There it is. Gosh. Getting lost at the end, really not helping. 4.5 minutes of repairs being even worse. Or 5 minutes, really. Turned it into a 24:18. That was the lowest that I've had. That was the lowest I've had in a long time. Copetti takes the stage. Oh, we had a shot. Copetti takes the stage. 17:20. Enrico, no penalties, at 17:33. And Dakar. Miles quicker at a 14:31, same time as Copetti. But 7.5 minutes of repairs for him. I actually gained 2.5 minutes on the repairs, but he was still faster than me by 2 minutes. So he pulls further away. Now, I lost 7 minutes to Copetti. I think that drops me to 3rd place. Is that correct? Up to level 18. That was a rough one. And the damage was dumb on my part, but I don't know. It was dumb on how that set up. I still held on for second. So Endahar claims the win, 49:55. So 50 minutes for him, 56 for me, 56 for Copetti. I beat him by 14 seconds. 14 seconds is all. Wisniewski, 10 minutes back. Enrico, another 3. And Giroux was miles behind. Second overall, not too bad. We're going to get to roll for the sponsor. Let's see what we get. Another quad, which is what I've been trying to get them all. That PH Sport, that's a lot more expensive of a vehicle. We'll take that one. 3 more sponsor events unlocked, or 3 more events unlocked. 4-stager, a 3-stager at 430k, 3-stager at 416. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.